Once dream cars for millions, station wagons have lost their popularity through the years, yielding to crossovers and sport utility vehicles. Nevertheless, European manufacturers are not losing their faith in this body style and continue releasing new, better and stronger versions. 2020 will be characterized by the arrival of yet another batch of awesome family haulers, as well as true beasts that are hiding under the guises of soccer mom cars. Moreover, unlike in the previous years, a bunch of new wagons are coming to the US to revitalize this class and challenge the SUV domination. Subscribe to Automotive Territory and let's explore the all-new estate car lineup of 2020. Enjoy the ride! Audi RS6 Avant. The entire range of A6 Avants, including the standard S and RS models, is entering the new generation 2020. The latter modification generates the most media buzz, not only being the craziest out of the bunch, but also because for the very first time it will be sold in North America. Putting aside the everyday functionality, this elongated hatchback is all about unrivaled dominance on the road. The 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8, paired with the 8-speed Tiptronic transmission and quattro permanent all-wheel drive, puts out 600 horsepower and 590 pound-feet of torque. With the new launch control, even a rookie driver will get to 60 in 3.6 seconds, while the top track speed is 155 mph. This wagon rides on adaptive air suspension with controlled damping, plus there is an optional RS Sport suspension with dynamic ride control. The performance aspect transitions to the interior and includes RS accents, new MMI touch response system, and Audi virtual cockpit. Mercedes AMG CLA shooting brake. This year, Mercedes decided to treat the fans of this body style with 3 CLA-based performance shooting brakes at once. The summer of 2019 started with the unveil of the bright yellow AMG 35 model and concluded when the second-generation CLA 45 and 45S were launched. The 3 models are built on the same modular front architecture, but it is unlikely that you will confuse them, as all of them are distinguished by the radically different exteriors. The 35 gets AMG-tweaked radiator grille, new 18-inch 5 twin-spoke wheels, and 2 large exhaust pipes, while the 45s look even more aggressive and sporty thanks to the shark nose grille, narrower headlights, and 19-inch trim-specific wheels that, in case of the S, hide upgraded brakes with red calipers. The wagons get 2 different 2.0-liter turbocharged engines, with the entry-level one being rated at 306 horses and the more powerful netting 387 or 421 HP. For all, the 4MATIC all-wheel drive is standard equipment. BMW M340i xDrive Touring. This is the second member of the BMW 3 Series family that enters its 7th generation this year. It sits on the brand's BMW Clare platform that combines steel, aluminum, and carbon fiber. Compared to the previous year model, the 5-door wagon grows in size slightly, having a 1.6-inch longer wheelbase, while its axle trucks become wider, contributing to improved performance and handling. Design-wise, the Touring gets the same exterior cues as the sedan, boasting of a massive BMW grille, all-LED lighting, and twin exhaust pipes. As with any BMW, the car gets a variety of engines to choose from, but the top-of-the-line one is the M340i xDrive performance-oriented model. It is powered by the 3.0-liter inline-6, making 387 horses, and comes equipped with the standard M Sport suspension that cuts the ride height by 0.4 inches, M Sport differential brakes, and exclusive 19-inch light alloy wheels. Volvo V60 Cross Country. In its natural form, the V60 is an estate wagon, but Volvo is attempting to boost the appeal of the model by introducing a crossover trim Cross Country. The rugged version of the V60 has 75mm or 3 inches higher ground clearance, which corresponds to the XC40's 8.3 inches ride height. The all-wheel drive comes as a standard, plus the car has a trim-specific off-road driving mode, which adds hill descent control and works only at low speeds under 25 mph. Further upgrades include a new grille with chrome dots, LED fog lights, tough black body cladding, rear bumper logo, and quad exhaust pipes. As for the powertrain, the US will be getting just one option, the T5 2.0-liter turbo with 250 horsepower, while the Europeans will have access to a diesel engine as well. Porsche Panamera GTS Sport Turismo. In 2019, the second-generation Porsche Panamera got GTS treatment, and now its long-roof version offers the same developments. The trim arrives with a standard Sport Chrono package, which introduces performance tuning to suspension, transmission, and engine. As a part of the package, the steering wheel gains new driving modes and launch control buttons. Working with a 4.0-liter V8 rated at 460 horses, the latter function helps the wagon to hit 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds. On the outside, the GTS Sport Turismo is distinguished by the dark exterior touches and standard 20-inch black alloys, which give it sportier look. Its cabin features standard Alcantara upholstery and anodized aluminum inserts, though the variety of other materials and colors are available. Finally, we should also note that the Panamera model celebrates its anniversary this year, so Porsche introduced a special 10 years edition across the entire lineup, bringing enhanced looks and performance improvements. Audi A4 Avant. Back in 1984, the A4 was the model that established Audi's strong position in the midsize executive segment. Fast forward to 2020, and we're seeing a facelift to the entire A4 lineup, including the station wagon Avant. Externally, the most obvious changes are the refreshed single-frame grille, new eyebrow headlights, new bumpers, and an updated rear. The major engines on the standard non-S models of the Avant are 2.0-liter turbocharged diesels and gasolines, ranging between 134 and 273 horsepower. But there is also a single 3-liter V6 turbo diesel in duty. The interior details do not change much from the predecessor, but for the introduction of a new 10.1-inch digital display and some minor tweaks that make the dashboard look a lot cleaner. It must be mentioned that if the regular trims of this estate are not enough for you, consider the S and RS variants, which also get refreshed in 2020. If you're enjoying our format, now is a great time to leave a like. Bear in mind that there are links to even more exciting episodes in the end. Let's get back to it. Seat Leon Cupra RS. Disregarding the fact that the station wagon still carries the Seat S on the front fascia, at heart it is a true Cupra, and a rather hot one too. It packs a 300 horsepower 2.0-liter TSI unit paired with a 4-drive and a robotized 7-speed dual-clutch DSG transmission. Moreover, the wagon gets carbon body elements, sporty suspension, splitters, and a small spoiler. The exterior is further enhanced by copper badging, 4 aggressive paint schemes, and 19-inch alloy wheels with heavy-duty Brembo brakes. It is worth noting that Cupra cooperated directly with the German tuner ABT, and for just £500, you can further boost your RST to 307 horses. Released as a limited edition model, chances are that its availability will be very restricted. For example, the entire UK is getting only 150 units. BMW ALPINA B3 Touring. If you were eager to get your hands on the M version of the 7th generation of the 3 Series wagon, we will have to disappoint you, as BMW has no plans of releasing it, focusing on the crossovers instead. However, the market niche is not staying empty for long, since the German manufacturer Alpina has already unveiled their own high-performance model based on the M340i Touring. In addition to the classic Alpina exterior updates, the 5-door gets a revised suspension with I-box springs, new sport exhaust system, and larger brakes with blue calipers and the company logo. The B3 Touring features an updated 3.0-liter 6-cylinder engine with bi-turbo tech, reworked cooling system, and new software. The mill now channels 462 horses and 516 pound-feet of torque to all 4 wheels through a quicker 8-speed gearbox, resulting in faster acceleration to 60 in 3.9 seconds and a max speed of 186 miles per hour. Audi A6 All Roads. If a station wagon is having troubles competing against crossovers, why not become one? This is the approach that the all-road models by Audi have followed through the years. In 2020, the A6 variant is celebrating its 20th anniversary, going through a redesign and getting ready to return to North America. Visual changes reflect those on sedan models, namely a new single-frame grille, new DRLs and bumpers, plus 20-inch wheels. The standard ride height is confident 5.5 inches, but the adaptive air suspension can adjust the clearance up to 7.3 inches. In Europe, The power comes from Audi's 3.0-liter TDI V6 in 3 states of tune hooked to a mild hybrid, while the states-bound modification gets a 3.0-liter turbocharged V6 gasoline mild hybrid with 335 horsepower and 369 pound-feet. The 7-speed Tiptronic is the only transmission option, and it goes without saying that this is an all-wheel drive wagon. Skoda Octavia Combi. The 4th generation of the Octavia arrives longer and wider this year, while also expanding its already insane variety of powertrains by the brand's new plug-in hybrid. Though sourcing its platform from the previous year model, the Combi offers more room for the rear seat passengers and has extra space in the luggage compartment, which grows to 640 liters. The car abandons the controversial 4-eyed headlights in favor of a more traditional layout with optional matrix LEDs. It also obtains its first full LED taillights with dynamic turn indicators. The completely redesigned cabin now boasts of 2 large displays. The driver's screen measures 10.25 inches regardless of the trim, and the infotainment size varies from 8.25 to 10 inches. The engine's lineup delivers from 110 to 204 horsepower, and the customers can choose between a gasoline, a diesel, a natural gas, or a mild hybrid mill. The biggest update, though, is the premiere of a plug-in tandem featuring the 1.4 TSI and 75 kW electric motor. Subaru Outback. Holding the title of the brand's best-selling US model for 10 years, the Outback enters its 6th generation in 2020, built on the new global platform from the legacy sedan. Its front fascia now looks more menacing, receiving a bolder grille and sharper headlights. The 3.6-liter flat 6 is discontinued, and for the first time since 2009, the Subaru Outback receives a turbocharged engine, represented by a 2.4-liter boxer unit that makes 260 horsepower and 277 pound-feet of torque. It is a standard powertrain on the XT models, while the rest come with a 2.5-liter naturally aspirated mill with 182 HP and 176 pound-feet. A symmetrical all-wheel drive system is surely a standard, while the CVT transmission now mimics an 8-speed. Funnily enough, the Outback is responsible for 80% of all wagon sales in the United States, probably thanks to its crossover-like looks and 8.7 inches ground clearance. What do you think about the upcoming station wagons? Are you excited about some of them returning to the US? Share your thoughts in the comment section and leave a like before you go. Do consider watching more episodes of Automotive Territory by clicking on the icons in front of you. Subscribe not to miss the next release, and may the torque be with you!